and welcome back with Miss Ferris for today. I hope you tuned in for our read aloud. We read the story, Read a Crown Story, and since we read about a crown, I thought it'd be cool to at home do a fun crown craft, all right? So it was inspired by our story. So what you're gonna do, make sure you have an adult with you for this activity. Because it does involve an oven. But what you're gonna need today is you're gonna need some type of tray, a cupcake tin, any type of tray with molds in it. It can be circles, hearts, it doesn't matter what shape. A muffin tin works perfectly fine, but that's one thing you're gonna need today. You're going to need a pack of crowns. You can either use Crayola or a cheap pack. They say Crayola works better, but I have always used the cheap crowns and they work perfectly. They just have to bake a little longer, but they work just as good. So if you just have a pack of crowns just sitting around, or you have random crowns around your house because your little brother throws them everywhere, find them, and that's all you need. All right, and an oven, and that is all you're gonna need for today. So what we're gonna be doing is designing our own tie-dye crayons, okay? So just like in the story, Read a Crown Story, what you're gonna do first is preheat the oven to 300 degrees. Your parents or trusted adult can do that for you. Once your oven is preheated to 300 degrees, you are going to take your crayon pack and pick the colors you would like to use. You can use them all. I love to use them all because I love to make rainbow colors. But what you're gonna do is take your crown, and you do not want the paper in your crown because you can't color with paper. So what you're gonna do first is take off the label. Now these cheap ones, they pull off really easily. I don't know how it works with Crayola, but that might be easier for you. Or you can just peel it with your nail, or if you have a scraper, that works just as well. This is something that the kids can do, so you guys can help out and peel all the crowns. But I already prepared a few for you, so these are my color choices. So I'm mixing dark blue, pink, and turquoise, all right? Once all your paper is off your crowns, you are going to take your naked crayons and you're just going to break them into tiny pieces. It doesn't matter how big. I usually do like this size, but you're going to break them down into just smaller pieces, and then you're going to put them in a tin. I usually try to put about 5 or 6 broken crowns into each cup to make sure I have enough. Otherwise your new crown is going to be too thin, so you want to make sure you fill each hole almost halfway in the cup to make sure when it melts you still have a thick enough crown to color with. All right, once you have all your colors in, you can make as many crowns as you want, as many you have available for you. Once you have your tins prepared like this, you're gonna go ahead and put it in the oven once your oven's done preheating, and they're going to be in there for about 8 to 10 minutes depending on what brand of crowns you used. You want to keep a close eye, so that's why you want to make sure you have a trusted adult with you, because you want to keep a close eye. They melt really quickly because crowns are made of hot wax, just like just like candles. So you just want to make sure that you keep an eye on them so they don't burn or ooze out. Once they're done, you're going to be able to tell that they're all liquidy. There's no lumps and bumps in them, and especially if it starts to bubble, you want to go ahead and take it out, and then they need to cool off. They're not going to work until they cool off and harden. So that takes about anywhere from 25 minutes to an hour. I usually let them sit for an hour. We go play. And then once they're done, we peel them out. They're really easy to get out if you use a silicone tray. They're really easy to just pop out. For the metal ones, I thought they would be tricky, but if you take a knife and just use it on one side carefully, they pop out pretty easily. All right, and then you will have what we're gonna call a tie-dye crown art. So that is your activity. I hope you enjoy it. If you do complete the activity, please send pictures and post them in the comments. I'd love to see your work. Thanks for for tuning in. I will see you next time. Bye.